All right, everybody. Welcome to David Hume. As you can see, I'm going to wear my hat backwards because you know what? I feel like it. That's going to be pretty particular for David Hume. And so David Hume presents us as a really interesting figure in the scope of Western philosophy. He is often branded as a skeptic, often branded as one that was highly skeptical about the ultimate objective nature of knowledge, if that was even something that could ever be attained. And when he was writing, when he lived, he was writing in a time that reason, our ability to reason, was highly celebrated, celebrated and prized, and that was kind of the penultimate kind of thing we can do, which would be reason well. And Hume comes along and he has serious doubts about the scope of reason. Okay? And because of this, he didn't win a ton of intellectual friends. Okay? And what he had to say was ultimately kind of controversial given the time frame within which he was writing. David Hume is Scottish, okay? And he was born in 1711 and he died in 1776. Okay? And a way to understand David Hume, again, as this kind of curious figure in philosophy, is that ultimately he, again, highly skeptical about kind of objective knowledge, highly skeptical about the power of reason. And what we're going to learn from Hume is that ultimately the emphasis should not be put on our ability to reason, but rather our emphasis should be put on our ability to feel. Okay? Our ability to experience and express emotions, our ability to experience and express the passions or the sentiments, as Hume will call them. Okay? He's also an atheist, and so his atheism was, some accounts maybe have him kind of in an agnostic camp as well. And in that space, I mean, again, might point to some of his skepticism about objective knowledge. But ultimately with Hume, what we're going to find is that emotions, according to Hume, play a greater role than reason. Our ability to feel and have feelings and experience those feelings, express those feelings, engage with others through those feelings is more important and ultimately more accurate of what drives decision making than our ability to reason. Okay, so he's and you can see this quote that I have out of the gates here on your lecture notes. Reason is and ought to be a slave to the passions. Okay, that ultimately reason comes secondary to our ability to feel. Okay, to have emotions, passions. So you might hear me use the term. You might hear me use the terms. Emotions, passions, feelings, etc., kind of interchangeably in the following lectures. Okay? And ultimately, the following lectures I recorded a couple of years ago, so I do apologize that they're maybe not as lively as what some of the more contemporary ones are. But it still speaks to, again, the kind of depth of what Hume is getting at. Okay? And so starting kind of this space of thinking about David Hume and thinking about his importance put on emotions, passions, and feelings, okay? And how that kind of will impact his ethical outlook. So I hope you enjoy the videos on Hume. I hope you enjoy kind of learning about the importance of emotions that Hume has, or at least the importance that Hume thinks emotion plays with regards to our moral life. Okay? So enjoy the videos, and we'll see you soon.